Hello, y'all. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back, y'all. My name is Elle, and this is my perspective. Today, y'all, we got my mama. Hi, mama.
Hi, y'all.
Uh, she is here for her first time in Mexico. So she is in Merida, Mexico. So today I'm gonna be asking her some questions to see her firsthand experience on things, just all things general. Um, Before we get too into it, just know that we haven't really done any touristy things. We went to Progresso. Did we do anything else touristy?
We went to some malls. We went to Progresso. We went to the market down on Centro.
That's not touristy.
It's touristy for me because I haven't been here before.
That's not touristy. Okay. So y'all gonna get like her firsthand experience without like touristy stuff. Like she's doing some day-to-day things with me. Like she's doing a lot of things. Okay, so this is my microphone, y'all. So, mommy, how was your first wait, no. Before you got to Mexico, what were you thinking Mexico was going to be like?
Hot.
Aw, what else?
I don't know. This knew it was going to be hot, hot, hot.
Well, that's because I was telling you like the certain months and when it was best to visit because you wanted to visit earlier. I was like, girl, now it's gonna be hot and hot. So was it really hot when you got here?
It wasn't as hot as I expected, especially since we're living here with just the fans going. We don't even have the air conditioners on.
That is correct. How many fans do we have?
We have to-
Why?
I needed a fan for myself when I got here.
And so you're doing fine with the fan. Let's see what else. How about the streets and the way that the aesthetics of Mexico look? What were your I guess, expectations beforehand because we get like American news. So, what was it based on how the United States depicts Mexico versus when you actually got here?
Well, if I go by the way the United States depicts it, it sounds like it's going to be really, really horrible. But since you live here and I've been getting firsthand news, and I know that Merida is the safest place to be, I didn't have any issues with that. And the streets and everything look fine as far as like the houses. I like the colorful houses. Some are colorful, some are not. Some are like old looking and everything. But I don't have an issue with the architecture or any of that.
Okay, and so this is something that people are really gonna like. I'm gonna get rid of this imaginary microphone because I'm tired of holding it. But like, explain how you came in from Cancun. Like, yeah, my mama don't like to fly by herself. So my mama flew in with me into Cancun. So she wasn't doing it by herself. Plus, I would not want my mother to do it by herself because she doesn't speak Spanish. And I wasn't gonna do that with my mama. So we flew in together. So how was your experience coming into Cancun and from Cancun to Merida? Like explain that and how you liked it and all that, if that makes sense.
I didn't have any issues with it, especially since she was here and it's not a lot of talking and interpretation that she had to do or translation. But we got in and got off the plane, deported, and went through the immigration process and everything. And she bought the tickets for us to get on the bus to get to Merida, which is the 80 bus. As soon as we get the ticket, it's time for the bus to leave almost. So we're having to hurry up. And as we're walking through the thing, all these people are trying to stop and I guess sell us stuff or say stuff to us and everything. And we're like, we got to go, we got to go. And we get out there and don't see the bus anywhere. It's time. The bus come yet? No, bus hasn't come yet. So there's a couple people standing there. So then the bus comes and parks and we get on and it leaves at exactly the time it was supposed to leave. And it goes from our terminal over to another terminal. At that terminal, there were a lot of people that were there waiting to get on the bus. Since the bus was full, we get on and take off and I guess it was 4 hours. I don't know if it was more than 4 hours, but we drive all the way here and no issue. Once we get to the terminal in Merida, we get off and she calls an Uber. We wait for the Uber and we had a nice experience. One of the girls, I'm not sure if she was on our bus or we just saw her when we got off at the terminal, but she was a black female and she had just gotten to Merida, and she had an Airbnb. She had no idea where it was or anything like that, and it was trying to help her. So the Uber pulls up, and we're just now trying to help her and everything. So she's continuing trying to help her and tries to ask the Uber driver, and her place is like far away, her Airbnb. So we had to leave and left her there, but she had a general idea of where she was going to have to go, and she was going to have to get a ride. And she said that she had seen and I guess followed Elle's channel, because when she saw us, she's like, I know you. You're on YouTube. So she knew who she was.
Oh, I'm just giving out everybody information. Um, that's fine. So yes, the part about the auto bus, once we got the tickets, yes, they told us we had 10 minutes to get there. And my mother and I are very punctual people. So we don't want to 10 minutes, yes, 10 minutes may sound low, but we don't want to get there in 10 minutes. Like we want to get there preferably within 5 minutes. But like she said, people were stopping us, trying to get us to sign up for tours. You know, if you bought an auto bus ticket because they saw our tickets, they were like, then you are entitled to free tours. Like come here and sign up. And they thought that we were taking the auto bus from the Cancun airport to Cancun or to Playa. When they realized that we were going to Merida, they was like, ain't shit in Merida. Okay, they didn't say it like that, but it was just like, if you change your mind and decide you want to come back this way, then we have free. I think he said to go to the ruins or something. He said something, but I was just like, look, I gotta get to the bus. Leave me alone. Um, as far as running into our to the subscriber, like first of all, I apologize because y'all, what you don't get is for me and my mother doing those flights. We were up over 24 hours just to do those flights, y'all. Those are not direct flights. They are not playing games. Southwest play too much. Like they got us
12-hour delay
layovers and like
in the airport.
so 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 beyond tired. Okay, beyond tired. I don't know about my mama, but I was taking some naps on the bus. Um, Mommy, describe the bus. Describe how the bus
The
was.
bus is like the coach bus in the US. The seats are nice and comfortable.
You been on the coach bus?
I
Oh yeah, for your job. Okay,
The,
I haven't been on.
the, the bus was air conditioned. I think he played music, but I'm not, no, he didn't, because there are TVs. So there are TVs that are playing, and Star Trek was playing, but I didn't hear the sound, but Star Trek was playing, so I knew what it was, but it's not that I was watching it. It was like you're sitting here and maybe two or three set ahead of you, there's a monitor, and then on the other side, same way. It's not like every seat has a TV, but there are multiple monitors. There's a bathroom on the bus. No, I did not go to the bathroom on the bus.
OCD, me either.
Yes, we're very OCD, and we weren't sitting all the way to the back, thankfully, because yes, we don't want the door opening and smell everything. And somebody went to the bathroom, and I think they did at number two where they stunk up the bus. But she says that they did. That was just the smell. But no, I think it was somebody. But
My mom was like, somebody boo boo.
but the bus ride was very comfortable, and it was nice. It's a nice bus too. It's a newer bus. It wasn't an older bus, and the bus on the back of them say Mercedes.
Mercedes
Mercedes
Benz.
Benz.
Mhm.
They're nice buses.
And we did charge our devices. We were charging our power banks. What else?
There's curtains on it, so you can pull the curtains on each window so that if you don't want to see outside, if you want the sun to get in you, or you want to go to sleep and don't want any of that, you can do that as well. But of course, I pull mine too because I'm trying to see what's going on outside.
Was it a scary ride? Was it a bumpy ride? How was the?
No, it was a nice ride. It wasn't bumpy. It wasn't scary or any of that stuff.
Okay. And so from there, we get to Merida and you are looking at everything. I guess it doesn't really count that day because we got in at night. And I think we came home and crashed, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't remember that night because it was night. And we did we? We probably did, but did we eat? That's
No.
the thing. So, going back, so this is for y'all, especially if you're gonna be riding the autobus. It left, what time did it leave? Probably like 2:30, 2:45. It left like 10 minutes after we landed because me and my mama went to the counter together to get our passports stamped. We have no idea what that man stamped in our passport. So for baggage claim, I was asking, like, what is this? What I don't, can you explain this to me? Asked two different people. One person said that it looked like it expires sometime in 2024. Somebody else was like, no, it's a signature. And then they said that based on the stamp, just leave before it is time for you to be gone. So for us, it would be 180 days. So they said that they actually just pay attention to the stamp, the date that we came in. They pay attention to that date. So be out the 180 days before that, from that stamp. So we just gonna see y'all, but I'm be working on my residency anyway. So I'm already working on my residency. How about that? So yeah. So
Our luggage was 30 off. It's 49.8 pounds. You're allowed there.
yes, my mama's luggage was heavy. Mine was empty because y'all know I wasn't going nowhere. I was just gone and coming right back, doing my week. And
But I was bringing stuff for my daughter. Okay, so that's my
see what?
mindset.
No, don't
I
don't
did.
you don't be blaming that on me.
I did.
My mama packed all of Kansas in her suitcase because she was like, I need 9,000 pants, I need 9,000 shorts, I need 9,000 skirts, I need some towels, I need some sheets. I was like, Mommy, I live here. I got that stuff. Y'all, and then here she go. I'm gonna leave this stuff with you. What I gotta do? I gotta move this when it's time for me to move in like a month.
But when I come back again, I don't have to bring it.
You coming back to visit me, Mommy? Okay. And so let's see what else. How about your experience in Centro?
Oh, Central's
We went to
the
we
Uber
went to the
drivers,
market.
y'all, are the Uber drivers. We've had so many different Uber drivers. Uber drivers with the seatbelt are the best, okay? But I think we've had 3 or 4 Uber drivers.
Four now because we just had
No
one last night.
seatbelts. And they don't drive worth shish, okay? I don't know how they do their driving test to drive. Drivers can drive fine, but their roundabout things, it's not a stop sign. There's a whole bunch of cars, and it's like you jerk and you stop. And then they sit and they try to decide, is it my turn to go? Oh, let's play chicken. Let's jump on out here. And they jump out there, and then somebody else is getting ready to come from the other side. You think you're getting ready to get hit. And they do that all the time. And for them to not have a seatbelt in your car too, that is just dangerous and scary to me. But we didn't get hit on any of them, okay? But yeah, we went to Centro, and the market there is really, really big. I've gone 2, 3 times,
Two.
and we walk and walk. I enjoy walking through the market and seeing everything. I did not get my dragon fruit, which I had been waiting to come here and
She
get
came from Kansas for dragon fruit, not to visit me, but for some dragon fruit.
because it was a really, really nice price. But I told her, I was like, Mommy,
I feel like the dragon fruit is gone because Dia de los Muertos was like the next day, I believe. I think it was the next day. And what happened as soon as we got out of the market?
we went and we're walking around still in the market area, and there are displays where people are doing their memorials and everything, and I stand up on the stage and I record it and everything. And what do we see down there? Dragon fruit, okay? Dragon fruit.
Yes.
Everyone we went to, there was dragon fruit. So there goes all my dragon fruit. I'm like, what are they gonna do with this dragon fruit when it's gone? Are they gonna eat it or what? She's like, no, they're probably gonna throw it away. So
Because it's an offering.
but I found one place while we were in Centro that had dragon fruit, but I think it was like $5 each. So she's like, no, don't touch that. It's too high. So didn't get it. And yeah, we walked around and everything, and there's so much. Each time we went, the first time we saw a bunch of stuff I saw. The second time, I tried to avoid some of the same areas we went, but then they ended up going on some of those areas. But the other stuff that she says is there, I still didn't make it because I don't know how to get to it because it is that big. It's not like in Missouri, there's the city market, which is fairly big, but you can go up and down the aisles and make it all the way through, still know where you're at and make it back and make it to your vehicle. And here, you can go up and down the aisle and you're going on the inside, walking all around and everything else. You don't know where you're at. There's no signs, there's no markers to let you know that, okay, go this way. And I'm like, they're here every single week and every single day. Why can't they do a map somewhere so you can at least know where something is if it's your first time ever going there? But yeah, there's still areas that I didn't make it to that are at Centro, even though I've gone twice. So it's really big.
I think the difference is in Kansas and Missouri and Texas, like you can go into a market and you can stand somewhere and you can see beginning to end. It doesn't matter, like in Kansas, there's where they had the convention center and they were using the entire parking lot of a convention center and they had the farmers market there, but you could still see the beginning to end. Here you cannot because it is blocks long and it's inside and outside. So
And when you walk and walk and walk, I'm walking and walking, and I think I'm still in the market. She's like, we're not in the market anymore. You've been out of the market. Well, I can't tell because once you make it to the streets, there's still a bunch of stores and there are a bunch of vendors and they're selling still fruits and vegetables and clothes and they're selling everything. So I wouldn't have known that I was out of the market. But yeah, it's nice though.
can you explain some of the things that you saw and maybe some of the prices? If you can't remember the prices or anything, I can.
Tomatoes. I like tomatoes. I went with the tomatoes. They range from, I think, 18 pesos up to 23 or 24 pesos
Per kilo.
per kilo. I got, the first time I went, I got one bag. And the second time I went, I got two bags. And
How much were your 2 bags each?
18 kilos. Was it 18?
15.
15 kilos.
15.
So
What else did we get on our trip?
we got some chaya.
I got 2 bags of chaya at 10 pesos each.
That's star fruit.
Star fruit was that 15 or 20 pesos?
Oh,
15 or
it
20
it was a
pesos.
decent price.
Do you remember how many you got?
I think it's 7.
Okay, that's right. It's 7. 7. And then limes or limons, those were 10 pesos, and there were 12 of them in there. Radishes, got 2 bunches of radishes for 15 pesos. Girl, he was trying to put that third one in there. I didn't want that raggedy bunch. It had like black stuff, and I wasn't gonna eat it anyway. I was just gonna throw it in the trash. I was like, I don't want that. No, no, dos por favor, gracias. So,
And at first I think I heard them say 10 pesos. But she got it first for 15 pesos, but she got it still good price. Saw a whole bunch of different fruits and vegetables. Maybe that's all I think we purchased. Saw some maybe fruit. We didn't know what it was for sure. When we came back, she looked it up because she's like, I've seen this fruit before. I see it all the time. I think it's on our Dr. Sadie list. Let me look it up and see. So Momma fruit.
they had one, I believe we would call it like soursop, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's like achiote or something. Amoya, amoya. I don't know. It's something that's like bumpy green, like dinosaur skin on the outside, and you open it up and it's like white flesh and black seeds. Yeah, something like that. We didn't get it.
I think I had it once before at the States. And it's nothing I buy again. I don't like things that has all those pods and you got to separate everything out to try to eat it.
Jackfruit.
I definitely ain't buying that no more. I know I looked at that. I bought a can of jackfruit. And they expired doing trash. I never tasted it.
So let's see, what else did we do? We went to La Isla, the mall. You want to explain that? That's the one that was inside and outside. And we went at night. And we took
Is that
pictures.
the one with it's got a game center thing on the outside. You can do bungee jumping. I'm not gonna say it's for kids because when we do
You see no bungee jumping,
what's the thing called?
the zip line thing.
Zip line,
Wait. I don't know. They put the harness on you and you got to walk across the
It's
skinny
the zip
line.
line. It's zip line.
Okay.
The zip line. It was like a carnival on the inside, but it was mainly for kids. But the zip line, adults could get on the zip line. It wasn't a real high though. And they had with the little shooting gallery thing, adults could do that as well. Uh, they had some ride that
merry-go-round.
went up and down. Yeah, they had the merry-go-round. It was a nice little thing. She took pictures and it shows the prices and everything. She'll do that. Okay, y'all. But yeah, that was nice.
The paddle boarding and stuff was outside for the water.
Uh, the display out there has crocodiles. They weren't real, but they look really good. I think Liverpool was there. On the inside, there was a display that has a great big old stuffed blow up cat, two of them. And that was the entrance to, I'm not sure if it was a game center or it was just the entrance to a store, but it was really nice stuff on the side of there. The bathrooms, paper bathrooms, but inside that mall, they had where it's with free bathrooms. So you just go in there, but you gotta have your own paper because ain't no paper, okay, y'all? Gotta have your own paper.
Did it have soap? I didn't go
It
in.
did have soap.
Okay.
I'm very funny.
So you needed toilet paper. Did it have paper for you to dry your hands?
I think it did.
Okay.
But I had my own toilet paper. I was already prepared, so I already had toilet paper in my fanny pack.
Because your daughter was like, girl, you better bring some toilet paper. I had some just in case, for y'all, just in case.
Thankfully, the seat wasn't the way she had described it to me before, that it didn't have the seat lid thing where you sit your butt on, it's just the rim.
Porcelain.
It had the seat limb seat lid thing, so you could actually line it and sit down instead of just being the rim.
Okay.
So that one was nice.
Let's explain your experience with Progresso. How did that happen? We went from here to Centro.
We went from here to Centro. From Centro, we were let off at the autobus, not the autobus.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Auto-
autobus, Progresso. And she purchased the tickets for us to go. So we purchased the tickets. She said, wait till the bus come on, but the bus had just arrived. And then everybody stands up and you're already in line and you get onto the bus. It's not as new as the 80 bus that brought us from Cancun, but it is still a big bus. The seats were okay.
What does okay mean?
They weren't raggedy or anything like that. Weren't as comfortable as the 80 bus, but they were nice seats.
Were they school bus seats with that leather plastic?
They weren't. They were covered in material.
And did they have chargers?
They did not have chargers.
Were you able to recline the seats or put your feet?
I don't think you could put your feet anywhere, but it did have a lever that you could recline. I realized that coming back because the seat was back and I don't like back. I want to sit up straight. So
Do you remember how much the ticket was?
I think it was 24 pesos each.
Which is a little over $1.30 something cents. That's based on the rate of 17 point something. What is it? 17.7, I believe. Just take 24 pesos and whatever the rate is, divided by that. You'll see about how much that ticket was.
And that bus ride wasn't a very long ride. It would have been shorter, but anytime the bus driver sees anybody standing there and waving their hand with their ticket, he pulls over and picks them up. So we picked up quite a few people. And going there, when we left, this bus was almost full, but then he picked up people. The bus was full, and we still kept picking up people, and people are standing in the aisles holding on to the rail thing and riding that whole way to Progresso, standing up. And that was the ride.
You know about how long the ride was?
I'm gonna say maybe an hour.
I didn't time it because I don't care. I'm like, I'm just gonna get on this bus, and when it's time to get off, I'm gonna get off the bus.
And most people, when they got on the bus, they closed their eyes and went to sleep.
Was there any music or TV or anything?
No TVs going. The bus driver was playing some music. It wasn't very loud. It was fine. Didn't hurt your ears. Coming back, that music was so dang, and that's not the word I would have used, loud. And I was wondering why the H was the bus driver blasting that music like that. My daughter says it wasn't the bus driver. It was the dude behind us playing music. And I'm like, how could he play the music that loud when he's just the person on the bus? But it was so loud and we already had a headache. We ain't ate yet, y'all. We did have a drink. I took me a frozen bottle of water with me and it did not melt all the way there and all the way back. So when I finally wanted a drink, I still had cold water. We did stop at OXO so she could get a drink. Don't want her passing out from being too hot or anything. And there were a whole lot of restaurants there that isn't the food that I'm going to eat. I am really, really picky and I don't even eat fish anymore. I don't eat most seafood or anything anymore. So a lot of the places are doing like seafood and probably steak. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat almost anything that they are doing, okay? The vegetables that I eat, she said, you're not gonna go to some place and ask for vegetables because they're not gonna do that. So that's fine with me because I have no problem cooking, okay? I fix me some mushrooms. But okay, I'm talking too much.
So explain your actually you get off the bus in Progresso. What do we do?
We get off bus in Progresso, walk out of the station through a certain area. And when you go through that area, there are some vendors there that are selling.
Wait, let's back up a little bit. So once we get off and we go through and we follow everybody, there's two signs. One says to the beach and one says to Centro. Do you remember which way we went?
Nope, because I don't remember seeing those signs.
Oh my goodness, mommy, we went the way that says to Centro.
Oh, wait, after we
As soon as we got off the bus.
No, I didn't see either one of those signs. Okay, I'm following the leader. Okay, and we go through this area where there's vendors set up and they're selling jewelry. I think one or two might have been selling drinks and food. But you make it through that area, and you're out on the street, and you go left or you go right. And we went left and just walked and left again and walked and walked and walked and walked till we got to the beach. And we walked that. We didn't walk till we get to the beach. We did.
Did we go
We
to the
walked-
beach first? We
Yes,
didn't go to the
we
beach.
turned left and walked all the way through all of those vendors. When she made it through all those vendors, we were on the strip thing where there was the tables, there was the sand, there was the water. We did. Oh, on the way going through. It's still on the way, y'all, okay?
On the way.
Walking all the way through there, there's another market. This market is much,
Think of it like our Centro market here in Merida, but it's
much cleaner looking. It's not as crowded, but there's a lot of vendors and a lot of things that you can see and buy. There's food, there's clothing, there's jewelry, there's a lot of things. And the food on the inside, like I said, I'm really picky, so I don't eat it anyhow. But their food was cleaner, okay? It did not have all the flies and the bees and everything all on it, everything like you're gonna see in Centro. In Centro, I'm not sure if she took pictures of it or if I have pictures that she can use, but there are so many bees on the food.
girl, I ain't took pictures of nothing. I'm trying to traverse the crowds. But explain, we stopped at the first vendor. You saw some dragon fruit. I was like, girl, if you only that shit alone. And you went ahead and what had happened, mommy?
I I was trying to ask how much it cost. And I made out the word one. So I knew she said one. She said another word. And I didn't know how much she was saying. And this one was on the telephone with my other baby. So I'm trying to wait for her to get off so she could come and translate for me how much she's saying this cost. So thought the lady said it cost 25 pesos. So I said, I'll take one. Because out of the batch she had, all I saw that was going to be worth eating was one because they weren't that good looking.
There was one that had a huge black spot on it. My mama did not want it, but she's trying to tell my mama that it was
Sunspot.
from the sun. Yes, a sunspot. My mama's a gardener, but yeah, that it was a sunspot and it was okay to eat. I was like, girl, don't you touch that.
But anyhow, it was just one that was salvageable, which I was going to buy. So I'm digging, I take out my money and I come out with my 25 pesos. And I give her the 25 and she's still saying something. So I think, okay, so I need one more. She wants 26. So I pull out a 1 peso to make it 26. And then she says something, and L here says, no, she says it's 36. I'm like, give my money back. So I gave her her dragon fruit back and took my money back, and I left.
And she was not happy.
But only paying 36 for it. It was a little one too. It wasn't a big one. And then we keep walking and we run into another vendor. She's got dragon fruit. They're big and they're pretty and everything else. And I think she could speak a little English because she was saying stuff to me. And she explained, like on the Momma, we don't know how to pick Momma. We ain't never seen it before. We did look it up when we came from Centro on YouTube to see what it was supposed to look like, what maybe it's supposed to taste like, what it's supposed to feel like, and all the other stuff. So she explained to us, because some were soft and most of them were really hard. She's like, this is today, these are tomorrow. So, okay, that helped us. That was 75 pesos a kilo. So I picked up 2 of those. The dragon fruit, she explained that they for tomorrow, not for today.
Mañana.
So I picked up a small one of those because I think they were 95 pesos per kilo. So I didn't pick up a big one. I just picked up a little one. And from my experience in the States, when I get those big dragon fruit, they don't have shit in them hardly. It's just the big pretty petals and everything. I can't eat the petals. I want the fruit on the inside. So I picked up the little one. I haven't eaten it yet, but
So what did your total come to? You had 2 Momma,
99.
2 Momma and 1 dragon fruit from her, and it was 99 pesos.
Gave 100 back. I got a peso back, but yeah.
Let's see. And so from there we go and we do our walking. You saw a dinosaur display thingy.
As we're walking down the path to the beach, there's a dinosaur display, like Jurassic Park dinosaurs. So they're on hanging like the bones, but I don't, it's like the bones, but I think they're made of metal, but I'm not sure. But we saw, I think 3 of those hanging. There's like a pterodactyl with the eggs. And then there's these structures that like could be booths that are on the booth, on the beach. And they have dinosaurs on the top of those. And yeah, it's like Jurassic Park. There is a museum, but you had to pay to go on the inside of it. And we weren't trying to go to the museum. We were just
I don't
trying to walk around.
I don't even know that they were open. I think we still went too early. We were trying to drag my mother and I, we like to do things when the sun come up. And so we were trying to drag. What time did we end up leaving? We left here at 11. Yeah. And then that was just to get to Centro. And then from Centro, we got out there. Because again, trying to drag, because I had been out there. Yeah, and I had been out there previously, without my mother. And to go there early in the morning, there's nothing. So I was trying to wait so that vendors would be out and she could see that and stores would be open and things. So that's why we waited. But it still wasn't late because we don't really go out late at night. We went to La Isla at night, but that's it, I think, right? We want to go to, well, we want to go to they call them flea markets, but girl, don't even get me the Tiangi or some, I don't know, somebody. We're gonna look it up and try to see if we find any that are nearby. What else have we been doing, mommy? We have been walking. Wait, don't tell everybody my business, girl. We got to still in here for a few more weeks.
We walked to like the mallish area and stuff. We were just walking. And she's like, you want to go a little bit farther? And this is here and this is here. I'm like, where we just took an Uber yesterday and paid to go? And she's like, yeah. And I don't think we walked 2 minutes and we were at those stores. And I'm like, so we walked there and I think we walked a little bit further and then turned around to come back home. And then later we took an Uber to go somewhere and there was a mall. And it's not too much further from where we were walking. I'm like,
maybe another 2 minutes.
We could have probably walked there, but
we could have.
But so been walking. I like to walk. When I'm at home, I walk at the cemetery. I don't do it every day because I got to drive there to get there. And I am afraid and allergic to dogs. So I do not like pets. I do not like dogs, and that limits me on my walking.
Have we seen any street dogs when we're walking?
And I am petrified of them. So I have done very, very well because these dogs here that are the street dogs, they are very well behaved. They do not come up to me and sniff me or try to come and do anything. They just walk and mind their own business and just go on about their business. So I don't have to do all of that or go and hide behind her or beside her or anything. I don't have to do that in the mall because this lady had her dog on a leash, but she was letting her walk wherever she wanted to.
That was at Leesla. Now, to clarify, the dogs that you have seen were in Progresso. We have not seen any dogs here in Merida except in Centro. So when we're doing our walks, we haven't seen
Oh,
any
no.
dogs.
We haven't seen any dogs out. We've seen some dogs in their yards, but they're behind their fence. Okay.
Yes, and that's what I still think that the dogs that I saw, the pack of dogs, I think they were somebody's dogs that got loose, not street dogs, because the street dogs that we have been seeing and that I saw previously at Hotel Kenya, they are not they're not running and chasing after anything. They're just like, it's hot. Leave me alone. I'm gonna lay down. I'm just gonna walk and be nosy. But they don't interact with people that I've seen or chase people down or chase. Well, that one they went chasing a person down when they was running, but they was running, y'all. They was running top flight security in the world, Craig. But yeah, okay.
And when you're walking the beach of Progresso, there's the tables with the umbrellas over, and 50 million people will come out to you trying to get you to go to the table and stuff so you can pay them and so that you can order food. But that's how I think they get paid commission. No, we did not go sit at the table. Wasn't trying to get sit at the table. I wasn't trying to get anything to eat. All I wanted to do was walk that long path to the beach and see the water. So did that.
Ooh, what else did you do in Progresso, mommy, that you've been trying to do here in Merida? You went into a specific store. You've been trying to get into that store forever and ever. The six.
Oh, yeah. On the video, a certain person talked about a six store and it's supposed to have stuff in it and all this other stuff. So I wanted to see what was in a six. I said, I think a six is a liquor store. I don't drink, mind you. If I drink something, it's a very small amount in a very tall glass of ice cream stirred together, and I drink it. So I wanted to see what this six store was. Primarily, I needed a small bottle of liquor as my mouthwash because my throat was hurting, and that's what I was going to gargle with. So it was closed. Everyone we would see would be closed. I went to a Walmart and found a bottle of liquor that I was going to use to gargle with. It was only going to cost me $5 US. Went to the checkout. He says something, and I'm thinking he needs to see my ID. So I'm getting ready to do my ID. He takes the bottle and sticks it over behind the counter over by him. And she translates and says, you can't buy it on Monday. I'm like,
We did not see a sign. If we would have seen a sign, I would have told my mama, girl, we can't buy no liquor on Monday. But I did not see a sign that said no liquor on Mondays. And I don't even go to the liquor section. So I did not know. And so that was so embarrassing. I could never, ever, never, ever go to that Walmart again. Like how many blacks come up in there? They're gonna like, you was trying to get that liquor on Monday, although I don't have locks in my hair, so I'm innocent. It wasn't me.
it was not embarrassing at all to me, okay? But yeah, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this and this is what I gargle with. I was like, at home, I buy liquor because I'm a strange person, okay? I buy liquor because bottles are pretty. And I've done that since they were little. So I can have some liquor that's been there for I don't know how long because the bottles are pretty. I don't drink it. I don't drink hard liquor. So my throat was hurting. I don't do mouthwash. I don't do any of that stuff. So I was like, you know what? This alcohol is really strong. It should kill anything. So I start using it to gargle with when I get a sore throat. And that's what I do.
I don't do that, child. I don't do it. I got Everclear for hand sanitizer and air
I have
freshener.
Everclear for that. I don't use Everclear to gargle with. But anyhow, it's like, so if I get this, what are you gonna do with the rest of it? You're gonna pour it out, aren't you? She's like, no, I used to clean with or to make some freshener with or whatever. But yeah, I couldn't get it. So since I didn't get it, I like that's okay. I'll just keep using my gargle salt water. So I put a ton of salt in the salt water, and that's what I've been doing. And yeah, it's like completely gone almost now.
I got her using that Bonafide. Don't use my good E Pura. Oh, what else did we practice? We
Pure is good, and we got some Cristal. The Cristal is good. I like the Cristal better, but they both were good. Those are the ones you want to drink if you buy a bottle of water.
I had told her right before she got here that I wanted to try Cristal because that is the water truck that comes right outside. Because I spied him with my little eye. He come on Mondays and Thursdays, and so I was like, "Mommy, let's try some Cristal." So we went to go try it, and Mommy, explain this tasting that you got to taste and I didn't get to taste and why that happened.
We bought 2 bottles. We get home, I stick it in the freezer to get cold. And I drink mine.
I put mine in the freezer. I think you put yours in the refrigerator.
No, I put it in the freezer.
Both of them in the freezer? Okay.
And when I got cold, I put it in the refrigerator. Then the other bottle, I decided to put it in the freezer because I decided I was going to drink one. So that one that I stuck in last was yours. So I opened the one that I took in the refrigerator and just open it. I drank it. Tastes really good. So then later she decides she's going to drink it.
I like my water ice cold. Like I like ice in my drinks.
That sucker would not open. I don't care what you did.
I was trying.
She used all her strength. I used all my strength. I put my clothes on it and we turned and turned. We took a wet towel and I took it and turned and turned. I'm like, we need some pliers or something, which we do not have. But we turned and turned and it never would open. I'm like, oh, well, I guess we got to go to the store and buy some more so you can get one. So she sticks it back in the refrigerator and she goes in there the next day and just pulls it out and it just opened.
Like normal. And that's after we had bought 2 more. Because we had gotten ours, the initial on sale for 11 pesos. But then we went to a different store and saw without being on sale, it was 10 pesos. So yeah.
But in the refrigerator right now, there's a Cristal just like that one that I tried to open yesterday, and it's doing the same thing. It will not open. So I just put it back in the refrigerator to open my bottle of E Pure.
And they got some finickiness to them. So at least we do know that. And what I had done is when we got the second ones for 10 pesos, because I knew they were like iffy wiffy, I had tried to open it as soon as I got home. I didn't want to open it in the store, but I opened it once I got home and it opened. And then I put that in the freezer for me to drink. And then, yeah, I did test the other one. I was like, this thing opened right off the bat. So,
now we have 6.
Yes, we went to go buy a 6-pack and I carried it. And my mama, so here's the thing, I am directionally challenged, right? I have no problem. Everybody knows that I'm directionally challenged. If my mama is not directionally challenged here in Mexico, I don't know what's going on with her, but we were supposed to be going to the store. And I was like, Mommy, do you want to go this way or this way? If we go this way, it'll put us closer to the crosswalk. If we go this way, we got to walk to the crosswalk, cross the street, and then get to the store and stuff and stuff and stuff. And so we had picked that we were going to go the closest crosswalk. Soon as we get somewhere, and she was like, "Where we at?" I was like, "Mommy."
Because we went across that hump thing, and the other time we went across that hump thing, we turned one direction. At this time, she tried to tell me to go the other direction. I'm like,
but it don't matter. The sign is big as day. It's like Batman, Spider-Man, the big old emblem in the sky. Like you should have seen it. It should have bopped you upside the head. I got glasses. Y'all want to see my glasses? I still don't show them to you another time. Show them to you another time. My glasses, the lady has said that they were going to come in 8 days. They did not come in 8 days. I believe they came in 3 days. But I did not pick them up in 3 days because we were busy doing something. So I got them on day 4. So I'll show them to you next time. I can see y'all. I can see. I got to get adjusted to them because remember, I have progressives now. I don't know nothing about progressives. The lady was so nice. She was talking to us through an app. This is some new app. She was not using Google Translate. She was using something completely different. And she was talking, and every now and then I would catch on to what she was saying. And she knew I would catch on to what she was saying, but I still be reading that translate thing. And then we stopped using the app at the very end because she knew that I was understanding what she was saying. But I guess she felt better if I wore them once I got home, not out the store, so that I could get adjusted to them. Because she was like, "Is this your first time wearing progressives?" I was like, "Girl, yes. I have single vision glasses." And so, yeah, because I was like, I can't see. This is blurry. I can't see. What's going on? I gotta look like this and this and this and this. And so yeah, yeah.
And she's funny. She keeps calling them progressives.
They're progressives.
They're progressive, but I think they're bipolar.
That's what progressives are. You ain't got to tell everybody we're bifocals. They progressives. They progressives. People be telling all your business. So you ain't got to say that they bifocals. Just say they're progressives, like me. Progressives. I wear progressives. I wear glasses. Ain't nobody's beeswax what I wear. Glasses.
But we went walking after we finished the beach. We walked up and down the side streets. We were actually I was trying to avoid one of those men because he gave us this tickets like, make sure when you come back this way, you go to my table and sit over there and give them this thing so they you come to me so I can come and I be the one to get you. I didn't want them to eat, we wanted to drink, and they want to come back the way and people be pestering us the whole time. I don't like people pestering me, okay? If I want something, I come to you and I ask for it. I don't need you to come and help me for something. I really cannot stand for you to help me. So we went down these side streets and everything and walked and walked and walked and walked and walked and walked. But I don't mind walking, okay? That's exercise. It's good for you.
Do you know about how many miles you've been walking on average? Our long walks and our short walks. What's our short walk?
Shortest walk is being in the apartment, okay?
What?
In the apartment, the shortest walk is like 400 or so steps. Otherwise, we get between, we got 3,000 something steps. We've gotten over 10,000 steps. So it's nice walking in.
To walk to the store and back is around a little under 30 minutes.
Yes, it's under 30 minutes.
Yeah. So
it's funny. She always talking about, we need to sit down and rest because you're tired. I'm not
just want to be.
You got sweat on you. Okay, just because I got sweat on me doesn't mean I'm tired. Mommy, I have no issue walking.
You are a senior citizen, and I can ring you out.
It's just the number, y'all. Okay, I ain't got no problem walking.
But I'm just saying. I need to make sure because if you fall out,
pass out before I'm gonna pass out. Okay,
blame it on COVID. Okay,
pass out before
I'm still recuperating, but I'm doing better. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna pass out before anybody passes out. I've got it. I got it. So is that it? What else do we?
Let's see. We didn't have to stop as many places coming back.
Wait, you went somewhere that was touristy in Centro. The zoo.
Oh yeah, we did it. I wanted to go to the zoo. We went to the zoo.
How much was it?
It was free.
And my mama like free stuff, y'all. My mama loves free stuff.
We walked through the whole zoo. Nice animals. We saw the white tigers, the regular tigers, the lions, the flamingos, the reindeer. I think there was a white reindeer as well. They cut his antlers off, but white reindeer, the hippos, everything. Took pictures, took a few videos, but yeah, the monkeys were really having a good time. And yeah, went through the kitty section. It wasn't open, I guess, because all the kids must be in school or something.
Mommy, it was still early. We went earlier.
I saw a few kids when we were leaving, but
there was a school or two that was there. Yeah.
There were some schools, but they were doing tours like with the teachers or whatever, and the teachers were talking and everything, and they had the same clothes and all that stuff on it.
One of them was English speaking because they were saying everything in English. My mom was like,
I was not
my mom was like, I don't know, I ain't hear that. But yes, they were speaking in English. Okay, so let's see. We've done La Isla.
Oh, and we walked, y'all. I mean, I told you I don't mind walking, but what did we do? We did something.
So we went from the zoo. Then we called an Uber from the zoo to Centro so that we could walk around in Centro. That's where we purchased some things. And then from Centro, the Uber price was 100 and something pesos to get us back home. So we decided,
So we were gonna walk, not home, but we were gonna walk. So we walked and walked and walked, and we ended up someplace,
Paseo
Paseo
Mateo.
Montel, and we sat down for a bit while we were there. And there was a restaurant or something next to it, but we weren't right next to it. When we got up to walk again, then they wanted to tell us what their menu was and everything, and I think we walked some more. But no, we were someplace and we had to walk to 67 or to someplace before something would happen, but we walked.
That was to get to Paseo Mateo. Mom, to
Oh,
get from Centro to Paseo Mateo was a, it was like 20 minutes of walking.
It was walk, but it was walk.
And what she is not saying is that I got lost. So I said we were supposed to go one way, and then the map was like, no, you're going the wrong way. So we had to turn around and go the other way. And it's construction going on. So it was like, take the first exit on the roundabout. Well, we didn't go through the roundabout. So yeah,
we made our own way, but we still ended up being the place we need to be, okay? As we know of using Google Maps and all that stuff in the States, it can tell you to go one way, but you make a wrong turn, you'll still end up the right way, it'll redirect you. So yeah, we ended up where we needed to be.
So yeah, that was about 20 minutes from Centro in a hot heat during the heat of the day, because it was like, what, 1, 2 o'clock? What does the heat do to us, mommy?
If we walk too long, it makes us tired.
So we get home and then we be ready to take a nap. So yeah.
And she's embarrassed to be with me if I put on my umbrella open. So I packed my umbrella and I packed my hat. I have not used either one of them the entire time that
I mean, I don't care if you use your hat, but you ain't got to be doing no umbrella. Here's the reason why I don't like you using an umbrella.
When you see them walking
It's
on the street,
fine.
they do have their umbrella.
But here's the thing, mommy. I know as soon as you pop that umbrella open, you're gonna be trying to come over my head with the umbrella. I don't want you over my head. Same way that you. But mommy, I know when I'm going to pass out. Thank you, COVID from 2019. Thank you. So a little backstory. I was one of the people that got COVID before COVID was COVID, when they didn't know that COVID was COVID. So I was one of those people, and it gave me really long-term effects. One of those really long-term effects was I would be really, really weak, and it's the feeling of passing out. But I didn't think that I would pass out because I would be eating. So I didn't think that I would still pass out. But lo and behold, sorry again to my child. I was walking with my child. We was in Dallas, Texas, and I passed out. The girl called me. She was so livid. She probably still mad at me to this day. Not mad, but just like, oh. And so she thought that it was because I wasn't eating, but she knows she saw me eating some Popeye's chicken before we went for the walk. So it's not about me not eating. It's freaking COVID. But yeah, so everybody still holds it up against me that I'm gonna pass out while walking and stuff. And so it's just like, make sure you eat, make sure you drink. It's not that, it's freaking COVID. So
I'll hold it against you because when she was young, going out, she passed out on the street with me when I got up to the back, okay?
mommy, I told you everything was dizzy. You can't blame that on me. I was not even 5 years old. You can't blame. Well, I don't know how old I was, but I was in elementary school. And I gave you a heads up. I was like, mommy, everything dizzy. And you turned around to Gary and knocked the shit out of me because you thought I was playing and twirling circles. And then when you turned around, I was on the ground. That's what had happened way back when, but I hadn't passed out.
Okay, get back on our story.
I'm just saying.
She's just going off the rock.
That's because she's making it like I pass out because I don't eat. Like I ain't got no eating anorexic disorders or nothing like that. It's that's not nice, mommy. I can eat when I'm hungry, okay? She was just rude as hell. Okay.
So we did our Progresso run and everything, and we got back to the to the auto bus Progresso terminal. And I'm like, can we walk some more? We got to go get that ticket now. She's like, well, we don't have to. So I went to go back out and we walked down some more.
Wait a minute. So I think the bus for the Progresso bus, I believe it comes like every 15 to 30 minutes, but it comes frequently, even if it's an every hour, but I don't even think it's every hour, but it comes frequently. So that's why I said we could leave and go walk. Like it didn't matter if we missed that bus. And it wasn't late. And the last bus, I believe, is at 10 p.m. So we were still fine to walk. Okay, go ahead.
So we walked down a couple of blocks and turned around and came back. And when he got the ticket, and almost as soon as you get your ticket again, the bus is there for you to get on the bus to head back. So it's not like a long wait to get on the bus to come back or to go or anything.
What did I say that we needed to do to come back? Make sure y'all pay attention to this for coming back for Progresso.
Coming back from Progresso, just like I told you when we came, that bus was so full, people were standing up. You do not want to be the last ones to get on the bus. If you're the last ones to get on the bus, you want to wait the next bus, unless you want to stand up all the way back, and you don't want to do that. Because I think coming back, it was a 45-minute ride because we didn't have to do all those stops.
And what did I say about sitting? After you buy your ticket,
When you sit down inside the terminal, you want to sit in the order that people are sitting. So if somebody's sitting here, you don't want to leave two gap space and sit down, because somebody's going to sit in those gaps and they're going to be ahead of you when they get on the bus. So they're sitting in the order that you're going to line up to get on the bus. So
yes. So to make it make more sense, the seats, like let's say that the bus pulls in right here, the seats will start right here, and the seats wrap around and come way down. And so when I went to Progresso the very first time, there was a group of people that got on the bus, and I was like, we're not going to do that bus. So we just let that bus go. And I sat in front of the bathrooms. My mama took a picture so y'all could see the outside of the bathroom. But I sat outside the bathrooms. And when the next bus came, people were already sitting. I did not realize that that's the way that you get onto the bus. So even though I was the first one, because I let everybody else get on the other bus, even though I was the first one and should have been the first one to get on the next bus, that was not the case because of where I sat. I needed to have sat in the very first seat. So the way that you sit is the way that you get on the bus. And if you leave a gap, somebody can get and sit in between that gap and they will be there. And then again, if you're the last person or close to the end on that bus, they will oversell those tickets. And so if you wait to the last minute to get on the bus, then you could be standing. Because what's happening is, let's say that I'm in Merida and I buy a round trip bus ticket, and then it doesn't have a time for me to get on the bus. And then let's say that there's, excuse me, let's say that there is 40 people that have bought a round trip ticket. And then let's say that the lady at the counter sells another 40 tickets, right? So now we're at 80 tickets, and then other people are buying tickets. They might all decide to get on that one bus. So if you at that tail end, you might be the ones that are standing up. And I don't know, because the man is taking your ticket and ripping it as soon as you getting onto the bus. So if you get off the bus, the little fine print says that it cannot be ripped, it cannot be bent, it cannot be damaged, or it cannot be wet, it can't be anything. So yeah, dude didn't already ripped your ticket. I think you might just have to go buy you another ticket. I understand it's 24 pesos, but 24 pesos be adding up. So yes. Okay. Do we have anything else that we want to say on this video? We can end it.
We went to Grand Plaza. I can't explain all the plazas, all the malls to you, but what they look like on the inside, all of that. But we went to there too.
Grand Plaza's where I got the glasses from. So that was 2 levels.
Got me something to eat from there this last time when she picked up her glasses.
What'd you get?
I got chili relleno con queso.
Do you remember where you got it from?
No.
I believe it's La Abuelos. Casa de Abuelos. Grandma's house, grandpa's house. Got it from somewhere. But yeah, something like that. How was it? Just okay. I had read that in the reviews.
I have no idea what that cheese was. It looked like it was cream cheese, but it definitely was not. I knew it wasn't cream cheese because it is like kind of solid and it's not creamy. It's solid. The pepper, it was just one pepper. It was like they flattened it and it was in the dough and cooked and everything. Then it was black beans and it was rice with some nice big pieces of carrot in it. The rice tasted okay. It had a little seasoning into it. The beans, they weren't like just straight out the can. They had a little bit of seasoning, and I mean a little. The pepper did not have sauce on it or with it. I thought it should have had sauce. I know this is from here. When I got it in the States, it had sauce on it. I bought it once in the States. I'm like, you know what? I can make this. So I've been making my own, and my own tastes way better. Okay, way better. But yeah, and I stuff mine not with just cheese. Mine is stuffed with rice and beans and some everything. But yeah, it was so that was okay. I just wanted to get me some food while I was here, so I did. So that's off my list. There's no other food I need to get
You
from there.
had tamales on your list. I think you're going to have issue with tamales only because I know it's out there and I know it's a thing, but you're going to want tamales sin carne, yes, without meat. So let me ask you two questions. The first question is, do you feel like you would be able to make it here without knowing Spanish? Would you be able to make it far? How would it be? How do you think your experience would be if you did not speak Spanish?
I would be using my Google Translate. Okay, I downloaded the version that says offline version as well, so that because it has to have Wi-Fi. So if I need to use it, I downloaded that version. I don't have a problem typing in what I need to ask you and then it translating and showing it to you and then you give me an answer. Okay, I ain't got a problem.
I think my issue is because I've been around so many Americans in America, so many Americans in the United States that would get frustrated with people who spoke broken English or no English at all, and they would say really bad and hurtful and nasty things about the person. Instead of just trying to be patient and understanding what they were saying. I'll play charades with somebody. Like,
And that's me. I
it's
have no issue somebody that's trying to speak. In fact, when I worked, I was teaching myself Spanish. I was doing really good. One of our workers, I can't think of his name, we would speak each day. And when I would speak from what I learned in the app, he would correct me on on the correct version because he said that's not the right tense and version that you should use. So I was doing really good. And then I stopped working, so there's nobody I could talk to. So I forgot what it was that I had learned. So it's out the window. I took French when I was in school. So even now, even though some of the words that I know, I can be talking and get ready to say somebody. And I answered in French, not in Spanish. So like, oops. But yeah.
but that's the same thing I did. I would actually start talking to people in French when I first got here. My responses will be in French and English. So yes, and my mother is doing the same thing. She speaks to them in French and English, and then she's getting the Spanish down. Um,
If it's written, I can read and understand some of it. I don't understand all of it, but I can make out what some of it is. And by the way your actions are, I can make out kind of what it is that you're trying to say and everything by your actions. She thinks she doesn't speak it good. She speaks it good and she understands it really good. Okay. She just has that phobia or whatever where she thinks she's not doing good. But she's been sitting here watching these videos with me and she's like, if that's how they speak Spanish, I do real good. I'm like,
Mama, you don't have to tell my personal business. Oh my
I
goodness.
already told you you speak Spanish good. So yeah. So
Okay, and let's see. How about living here? How would you feel about living here in Merida?
I'm not having a problem to be living here at home. I am in my house and I go walking sometimes and I work in my garden and I go and volunteer and work in a garden and do things like that. I don't have a problem going to be able to do that here. I haven't had a problem being here. I've been here almost 3 weeks and
No, you have not, mommy.
next week will be 3 weeks.
Is
Yes, it is. Almost 3 weeks, okay? And I won't have a problem staying here. Like I said, my problem has always been the fact that it's heat. Him don't do heat, okay? I can do heat a little bit while I'm out there walking, but if I got to stay in someplace, I can't do the heat. My head gets where it feels like it's going to explode. I can't do the heat. So when I come here to live, I gotta have some place that's gonna have the air, and the air ain't gonna cost a ton of money or something because I can't do the heat, but I ain't gonna have a problem living here.
she ain't gonna have no problem living here because right now ice cream is on sale.
But I'm getting lime sherbet. I'm not getting ice cream. I'm getting lime sherbet.
Right. But you're gonna be, we had just discussed this. We were like, you know what? It would be cooler if they had the ice cream on sale when it's hot outside and you just sit here and eat some ice cream. Cause I think we ate like part of our carton. I don't know how big it is.
It's not big. It's like that big. It's not a little thing like that. It's about like that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, what is it on sale for right now? 50 pesos?
Yeah.
So, yeah, 50 pesos. And
I got three.
my mama loves her some sherbet, okay? My mama loves her some sherbet. I just opened mine today because it's Friday and y'all know me and my junk food Fridays. So I just opened mine today, but the sale is on for the entire month. So yes.
I might have one for my dinner.
Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion of how it feels for you here versus the United States and how it may feel with you living here versus the United States. So visiting, living, what had happened?
When you come here to look for someplace to live, I like hot water. Okay. I don't like the heat, but I do like hot water. This unit, she says it's not all units, it's this unit,
It is this unit.
does not have hot water in the kitchen. It does not have hot water for the sink in the bathroom. It only has the hot water in the shower. And
For one of the faucets in the shower. For the shower, not the faucet in the shower. Because we have the shower and then we have a little faucet that's below the shower that I forgot to explain to my mama does not control the shower. I didn't realize my mama was in the shower trying to turn the shower on and she's turning that knob, but don't feel bad because I did that when I was looking at the house. I was turning that knob and she was like, no, just turn the shower on. I was like, I'm trying and the water's not coming out. And she explained it to me. But yeah, so that's this unit with the hot water. And it's a special hot water thing that is connected as well. Y'all, my mama took a cold shower like I did. What was your experience with the cold shower?
it says it's cold shower. It's only because the hot water's not on, but it's not cold like we expect it to be cold in the States. It's like, it's not really lukewarm because it's not warm, but it's not cold. It's like an in between. So that's what I did like the first or second time before her butt tells me, oh no, it's got hot water. Did you turn
Mommy.
into the hot water?
Mommy, don't you come blaming that on me. I told you about the hot water. I said you need to turn over here and you gonna hear this little machine come on.
Y'all, I wear hearing aids, okay?
That ain't my fault.
Hearing aids ain't on when I take a shower. She how much you gonna hear this noise? I ain't hear shit, okay?
She should have told me. She should have been like, girl, I think your hot water broke. She sit there taking a shower with her rubber ducky and in the cold water. She should have said something. But I was like, girl, how was the shower? Was the hot water hot? She was like, I didn't use my hot water. Why not? But yeah.
But that was a shower. It wasn't my hair.
Yeah, I don't do it with my hair either. I don't do it with my hair. So.
But that's it. I just wanted you to hear that if you come here looking for someplace, make sure you got one that got some hot water and got air conditioning. And what else did I say?
We'll put that in another video because we are,
Oh, that's fine.
well, and we're apartment hunting right now. So we'll do all that stuff later. Okay.
Nice talking to y'all.
Yes.
But I'm Mama, because now y'all know who Mama is.
Yes. Excuse me, this is my mama. I do plan to do another video with her before she leaves. So if y'all have any questions, like within the next couple of days, ask them. And then we can get on and do another video. We're going to do some more activities and she will update you on those activities. Some of those videos that my mother took videos of, I will have her send them to me and I'll show them with y'all, share them with y'all so that you can see what's going on because I don't take pictures when we go out. I'm out doing my thing. My mom will take pictures of every freaking thing. If it moves, she got a picture of it. So
Don't take pictures.
I don't take pictures. I ain't never took pictures. I ain't never took pictures or videos.
I have to dig and dig and dig to try to get pictures. Okay?
I mean, I don't understand why you want me to record her playing in concert when I'm trying to pay attention myself.
Because you can look at it later. Just like
I can't look at it later.
Anyhow, she don't take pictures. Okay, she's so horrible.
I'm not horrible. Okay.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Till next time, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, put in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll chat with you later.
Yeah, subscribe, y'all. We want to get a lot of numbers, okay? Subscribe.
Y'all heard my mama?
Bye,
Okay.
y'all.
Bye, y'all.